Y'all know what the fuck going on.
Take money.
421 type shit. Take money, F&B.
This for any nigga that ever looked at me wrong. Money. Say any jealous shit about me, B. I can't believe it. We want all the smoke. I can't believe it. I'm talking about tell nigga catch lung cancer. Free dank. I can't believe it. I can't believe my fucking dog gone. I pluck my ashes, pour out liquor by his headstone. Just had a talk with God, he told me that you made it home. Got so much shit running through my mind while I'm headed home.
You 150 like I'm headed to the crossroads. Ain't nobody feel my pain and only Lord knows. It ain't no secrets you can keep permanent scar shows. It ain't no secrets you can keep permanent scar shows.
Bro, you gon' fail if you ever think about robbing me. His heart been broke, he must be high. I swear he gotta be. I ain't got no static, but some shit just be a shock to me. A nightmare about 3 niggas robbing it, they popping me. Spin a bit into a drive-by, all I need is someone driving me. Take money, F&B, obviously. Oh my God, I put that on Jesus now. They selling lies, but I told myself don't believe in them. Nick, my youngest, come and stretch it out. Who needs a gym? I took way too many losses. I'm due for a win. We break laws, we break hearts, we break promises. Looking for the opposite. Bitch, I'm James Bonnerton. To me, you do in a balloon and I pop shit. Emotionally, permanently. Look at me, I'm scarred, bitch. Up it on them and whoever. That's how I draw it, bitch. I wouldn't bring a knife to a gunfight. I'll bring a sword, shit. I love my niggas, no question asked. They say they love me too. Y'all, I can't say no names, but shout out to you. Been about that gunplay you told. Well, I'ma pop mine. Catch you ever at the red light on that stop sign.
Man.
Fuck, bro. What?
Wow. I can't believe my fucking dog gone. I can't believe my fucking dog gone. I pluck my ashes, pour out liquor by his headstone. Just had a talk with God, he told me that you made it home. Got so much shit running through my mind while I'm headed home.
You 150 like I'm headed to the crossroads. Ain't nobody feel my pain and only Lord knows. It ain't no secrets you can keep permanent scar shows. It ain't no secrets you can keep permanent scar shows. Riding till the wheels fall off, man, I still can't believe them niggas killed my dog. Riding till the wheels fall off, even when my nigga died, bitch, it's still my dog. Raised by the killers, surrounded by the hustlers. Mama never left, daddy was a buster. Choppers in the bushes, partners on the corner, baby on the way. Before I was a grown-up, never getting sleep, paranoid and insomnia. Hard as a rock, before I was a stoner. I used to sell rocks, I started off with weed. Pounds turn to bells, bricks turn to keys. House full of G's, with some thin beads. Cold-blooded rider, that mean I never freeze. I smell pussy from a distance like loud crickets. Streets not for everyone, but niggas don't listen. The fake get exposed while the real get mentioned. Talking about them birds, books, and a couple chickens. I bought my bitch a new spot, all I need is a kitchen. I remember when I didn't have a lot of kissing.
I can't believe my fucking dog gone. I pluck my ashes, pour out liquor by his headstone. Just had a talk with God, he told me that you made it home. Got so much shit running through my mind while I'm headed home.
You 150 like I'm headed to the crossroads. Can't nobody feel my pain and only Lord knows. It ain't no secrets you can keep permanent scar shows. It ain't no secrets you can keep permanent scar shows.
Like fender benders, midnight we eat chicken dinners. Can't run with them chicken tenders. When pain on these instrumentals, my niggas for life. Like football team, we got fundamentals on mine where I'm at. I'm in a zone. Excuse my mental adult with this rap, but I don't live in a kennel. You can't be slow with that scrap. You better pick up your tempo. You better watch or you dap. Niggas will snake you with simple like 16 balls is a rap. Cut and pop it like pimples. Better tell them walking how you talking in the street. These niggas talking. Put a price up on your head and send your body to the auction. Can't be fucking with these goonies when these niggas out just starving. Niggas are down their blood like the daddy did Marvin. Me, I just want their bag so I can jump up in the foreign. They box you up in the streets. The main event, they talking sparring. And no, I ain't telling jokes and trying to be like Oprah Marlin. When niggas talk too much, that's when niggas kill your jaw. The vision is pivot. I'm trying to spit how I saw it. Downtown, I'm reppin' my city like in the band we be marching. Nigga can't show you no pity. You better reload your cartridge. My niggas told me to get it, so I'ma get it and dog it like a Rottweiler. And my mission with music is give it that hot lava. Man down, you better duck when them shots fire. Let me put that metal around your neck like a top scholar, but you ain't no top scholar. Shout out to my top child.
I can't believe my fucking dog gone. I pluck my ashes, pour out liquor by his headstone. Just had a talk, but God, he told me that you made it home. Got so much shit running through my mind while I'm headed home.
You 150 like I'm headed to the crossroads. Can't nobody feel my pain, and only Lord knows. It ain't no secrets you can keep permanent scar shows. It ain't no secrets you can keep permanent scar shows.
Ralph, and you are watching Roland Martin, unfiltered. I mean, could it be any other way? Really? It's Roland Martin.
Preterm births last year reached their highest peak since 2007, with more than 383,000 born before 37 weeks of age. That's right, folks. According to a new report, the report released this week found disparities widen between white and black mothers, who are already 62% more likely to have a preterm birth and nearly 3 times as likely as white moms to die of childbirth related causes. And over 211% of black women did not receive adequate prenatal care. Ashley Randolph, the president and co-founder of Alliance for Black NCU Families, joins me now from Sacramento. Certainly glad to have you on the show, Ashley. I mean, this is one of the things that I talked about when you get the Dobbs decision, and all of these so-called pro-life people who are really anti-abortion people were out here, and I'm like, it's amazing. I'm like, how quiet y'all are on this issue. I'm like, if you're pro-life, you would think that they would care about this issue.
Thank you so much for having me, first of all. I do want to say that I'm a three-time preemie mom. So everything that I do for the last 12 years has been strictly to fix this issue. And you can't say it any better. They really don't care. Most of the southern states in the US have a grade of a D or a F according to March of Dimes. And if you have a F rating, that basically says all of your Black families are coming in there and not getting good care, not in prenatal and not in the NICU. I am one of the first, I am the first Black and a first parent to be chair at CPQCC, which is a research facility at Stanford, which is really ironic because I'm the first Black. I have did a research there for racism in the NICU, and I found out that 44% of Black NICU families in California that has a B rating, that they felt that the hospital could not help them with any barriers that they had outside the NICU. So employment, housing, WIC resources, food, transportation. 26% of them same families said that they felt judged because of their race while in the NICU. Now, I had just mentioned that I'm a three-time preemie mom. I've been pregnant in Louisiana, Texas, and California. I had to leave Texas at 6 weeks pregnant because I already knew from my first two previous pregnancies that I wouldn't get good care in the South. So I left Texas right when I found out I was pregnant, came right back to California, thought I would get the best care. And then at about 5.5 months pregnant, my doctor let me go because I suffered from hyperemesis gravidarum. So with each pregnancy, I lost 30 pounds. Doctors never could figure out why. They never really wanted to look and see why. Same thing for why I'm having all these kids premature. When I was 6 months pregnant almost with the third child, my doctor let me go in the middle of her doctor office in front of patients waiting to be seen because she said she could not handle my sickness. And she's seen myself and my pregnancy as a liability to her facility. That is what jump started all of this. I initially started with my first nonprofit called Glow Preemies, which stays with Black NICU families from the NICU and high risk pregnancy. So if you do already have a prior child in the NICU and you're high risk pregnant, give us a call. We stay with you until you're 18. We're the only nonprofit that does that. I know because like I said, I'm a mom of 3. My oldest is 12. It took me 12 years, even as this powerful advocate, to get my son finally diagnosed with ADHD last week. 12 years.
So
That
the
is
thing
why.
that jumps out at me here is that again, when you look, when you hear the conversation that out there in the public space, you're not hearing lots of dialogue
Nope.
again about this issue, and so from a public policy standpoint, I mean, is it simply a matter of it gets lost in the shuffle? Your thoughts on that?
So I actually work with the government a lot with the Alliance for Black NICU Families. And so what I can tell you is a lot of policies that they're trying to put in place, I actually see them before they actually go to Congress and have everybody start looking at it and signing it over. And we may send a list with other organizations with 100 things on there that they can change for maternal care and for the NICU. They will eliminate half of it and send it back to us. That's a huge issue because if you don't have the experience, how can you tell us what needs to be changed? We're the ones who are advocating for what needs to be changed because we lived it and we hear it from parents all the time. So absolutely, like the Momnibus, I worked very hard on that one with the government, and I can tell you that that's not everything that we wanted. That was drastically cut down. And
And fortunately, up north, they're able to thrive now. What? So I see you saying you're going state by state. What specifically is there certain states that are advancing that you see your legislation's getting passed? What are some of like maybe your top three pressing legislations that you would like to see passed in order to fix this situation?
So I know right now the one that's really, really pressing, and I wrote it down the exact wordage. It was for the maternal, I believe, 12 months of maternal leave, I believe is what it is. And that's the one that means the most to me. The more time that the mom can have to be at home with her child, the better for her for postpartum depression, if that does come into play, as well as more time for her to breastfeed, as well as more time for the family unit to come together and really tackle any barriers that they do have when they did bring that child into the world.
DeMario.
No, I really appreciate your service here. My little sister was born about over 2 months premature and just had to deal with all of that her whole life. Thankfully, she's 20 something now, and we didn't know that was going to happen. So I appreciate it. So definitely see this. Also dealt with a lot of infertility between my wife and I, and endometriosis, and all these things that Black women in particular are struggling with. Fibroids. I mean, I have way more information and experience in this than I ever thought I would. And I've been in those doctors' offices and those hospitals when those doctors walk out the room, won't give you the pain medication, won't take your complaints serious. Like we've dealt with that as educated, prominent Black people in this area. So your work is so important. How can I and our audience best support you right now, tangibly? Tell us what we can do. Is it somewhere we can donate to you? Is it something we need to sign? What can we do to help you with this awesome and important mission?
Thank you so much for that. Preemies are my everything. They're my babies. If you would like to help, I ask that you all go to blacknicufamilies.org. That is our website for the Alliance for Black NICU Families. And please sign up to be a co-founding member if you would like to support. You are also able to donate. I do want to say that all of our donations that come through the Alliance for Black NICU Families, we do two things. So right now, we have already given out 40 wearable breast pumps for Black NICU moms, and we have just in the process ordered 235 more. I want to continue to buying these breast pumps for these moms so they can wear these breast pumps and keep doing whatever they're doing, whether it's working or have other kids to take care of, as well as we raise funds to give to all of our co-founding members that are Black NICU organizations led by Black NICU parents, because we are the ones who get the least funding, and we want to make sure that the work that they're doing on the ground too keeps being uplifted, because it does take a village and we need way more villages all around.
Mustafa.
Yeah, thank you so much for this. When I was in graduate school, I actually worked on low birth weight babies and premature babies as a part of one of the research projects. And at that time, they were not focusing on Black moms. You know, they were just looking in a more general sense. So thank you for specifically focusing in. I'm curious, you know, there are a number of federal agencies also that have some responsibility in this space. Should we be pushing on HHS or one of the other agencies to help you to be able to get the traction that you need to make the change that's necessary.
Yes, I would love that, to get the push from the whole community if I can. You know, they hear my voice. I'm very loud and I like to roar. I work on this every single day for the last 8 years of my life, literally 24/7. I am with my kids when I can, but I am so passionate about getting all these rates reduced. So if I can get any help from you guys to help push the government to assist us or any agencies to assist us, please do. We are forever grateful. We have to save our babies. And like we had talked about earlier, it can last forever. So the NICU stay does not just end when you leave the NICU. It can stay with them parents for a very long time. And we need to make a generational change, and we need to make it now.
All right, then, Ashley Randolph, we appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Keeping an eye on your mental health, a new survey shows new moms need more support than ever, and that postpartum mental health has not been made a priority.
Well, that is why a new program is launching to help those women going through some tough times during and after pregnancy. Here to tell us more about the Check on Mom program is Beth Badalino, CEO of Healthy Women. She's joined by Ashley Randolph, founder of Glow Preemies. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Good morning. So, Beth, I want to start with you. What can pregnant moms do to plan for that fourth trimester? What should they and those around them know about maternal mental health?
So let me share, we did a national survey of over 1,000 women, and what we found is that 75% of our soon-to-be moms created a birth plan. So I'm applauding all those moms that or soon-to-be moms that are creating a birth plan, but where we're failing is that only 21% created a plan to support their own mental health and wellness after the baby is born, which is why Ashley and I are here today to raise awareness about the importance of your own maternal mental health. Check on Moms is an important program to provide that support needed to a new mom and to new families to help prioritize mom's own mental health so that she feels supported after the baby's born. Because that fourth trimester is once that baby's born, it's the 12 weeks after from the birth of the baby to after. So 12 weeks is the fourth, known as the fourth trimester. And there's so many things that happen, including that transition from hospital to home. And that new mom needs support. And we're here to raise the red flag and say, let's support her. We have a great program launched by Sage Therapeutics called the Check on Mom program that reminds the soon-to-be mom and those friends and families supporting her to create a support system around her so that she feels protected after she has that baby and supported.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Ashley, this is for you. What was the most challenging part for you and your family after having a new baby?
Yeah, thank you for that question. For me, I'm a 3-time preemie mom, but nothing was more life-changing than the moment I brought my first child home and the first few weeks after. For me, I was in college and states away from where my friends and family was. So those few first weeks afterwards, I felt isolated and I did fall into a little depression. And I also was an emotional wreck. And it was from my experience 11 years ago now that I started advocating and created a nonprofit for other African American families in low income communities throughout the nation. And what I realized was that the same way that I felt, the same moms feel the same way today. And it is that we have to do it all on our own and that we shouldn't have to ask anyone to help us.
So
So
what kind of
today I'm reminded, yeah, go ahead.
yeah, no, I was about to say, what kind of support is important then in that circumstance?
Great question. So, what I always suggest is something similar to if you need laundry done, allow someone to come in and do laundry for you for one day to give you time to take a rest, or ask someone to watch the baby for 30 minutes just so that you can take a nap. And my favorite suggestion is those nights when you just don't feel like cooking, a friend, a family, or even a coworker can provide you a gift card for dinner, and you don't have to worry about making yourself anything, and you don't have to go to bed hungry. So if we come together as a village and take care of mom, mom will have a better chance taking care of the baby for the next 18 years.
Oh, absolutely. Moms cannot feel guilty about takeout, that's for sure. Well, Beth, tell us about this Check on Mom program. It's a great message, but how exactly can this program help new and expecting moms?
Well, because taking care of new baby or babies can be so overwhelming, and many of us feel the pressure to do it all. The Check on Mom program provides that information and the resources to help women prepare for and get the support they need during that fourth trimester and beyond, so they do not need to go through it alone. We have a great website called mycheckonmom.com, which provides resources to help women prepare for and get ready, get the support that they need during that fourth trimester, that big transition from hospital to home. Our website has templates where you can personalize to what you need, which is so important. It can help you identify your support team, and it will provide resources to you via your phone, which is so important because so many of us never leave home without our phones. So getting those gentle reminders, making sure that that mom is taken care of is what this program is about, and why Ashley and I are here today to raise awareness about the importance of taking care of mom.
So where can expectant moms go to learn more about this program briefly?
So moms can go to mycheckonmom.com, and if you create your team, you can receive a special bracelet like the one I'm wearing today. That's a reminder for your whole team to check on mom.
That's excellent. Beth, Ashley, thank you so much for joining us. Have a great morning.
You too. Thank you.
You too.
And of course, if you want to sign up for the program and learn more, go to mycheckonmom.com for all of that info.
If you want to be healthier, you've got
to help mom's mental health, and are the goals of the Check on Mom program.
Many new mothers can feel isolated and lonely after delivery. Beth Badalino and Ashley Randolph are here to discuss resources for new and expectant mothers. Thank you both for joining us. Beth, what can pregnant women do to plan for the fourth trimester?
So as a practicing nurse in maternal fetal medicine, what my moms are doing really well with is preparing their birth plan. So planning for the birth of that child. But where we're failing is preparing for the changes that come with a growing family and having that support system in place, which is so critical to help mom's mental health, and are the goals of the Check on Mom program, to remind moms to put a plan in place for that fourth trimester, which is the period of once that baby's born to 12 weeks following the birth of the baby.
And Ashley, what was the most challenging part for you after having a new baby?
For me, I'm a 3-time preemie mom, but the most life-changing for me was coming home after my first child was discharged from the NICU. Those first few weeks left me so isolated and an emotional wreck because I was states away from any of my friends and family, and I was in college at the time. So what I did from that experience was create a nonprofit and started advocating for other African-American families and low-income communities. And I realized that those mothers felt the same as me, that we just have to do it all on our own. And today I just want to be a gentle reminder that it's okay to ask for help and to ask for 30 minutes of sleep, and especially dinner if you forget to make dinner for yourself.
Definitely. Thank you both. For personalized information and resources for the fourth trimester, visit mycheckonmom.com.
When you decide you want
you families, welcome to AM Buffalo Ladies.
Thank you for having us.
This is such an important topic, and we really do appreciate you spending time with us this morning to talk about what pregnant moms can do to plan for this fourth trimester. What should they and those around them be aware of?
So the most important thing that I can tell the soon-to-be moms is to prepare. As a practicing nurse in maternal fetal medicine, what all my soon-to-be moms do a great job in is creating their birth plans. So they come to the hospital with, a well-written out birth plan, but what they're not doing well with is doing that fourth trimester plan, that important plan that's going to help support her when she transitions from hospital to home, that 12 weeks after that newborn is delivered. So taking care of a newborn or baby or babies can be overwhelming. And many of us feel the pressure to do it all. The Check on Mom program, which Sage Therapeutics is launching today, is helping women prepare for that fourth trimester and making sure that their mental health needs are met.
Yes, a priority for sure. Thank you so much, Beth. And Ashley, what would you say as a mom was the most challenging part for you and your family after having a new baby? That experience is always very helpful for new moms.
Yeah, thank you for that. So for me, I'm a 3-time preemie mom, but the most life-changing for me was bringing my son home almost 11 years ago, and I was isolated and an emotional wreck. And through that experience of not having my family close by, I started my own advocacy and nonprofit and realized that most moms feel the same way, that we just have to do it all. And so today we are just here to be a gentle reminder that you can create a team and you can rely on that team.
That's really great. And you know what? Sometimes resources are an issue. You wonder about the resources that are available in local communities, but you're saying this Check on Mom program really can help everyone. And I'm wearing this bracelet for a reason. Can you explain a little bit about that?
Yes. So I love my bracelet for three things. The Check on Mom bracelet reminds me to
at Swag Her. I am your host, Tara, and I am excited to be interviewing another amazing guest today. And I say amazing, okay? So if you guys are joining us live, I definitely appreciate it. If you're catching this on the replay, what's up, my replay viewers? You know I love it when you come back and you rock with us. You either caught the title or you just enjoy the what's going on episodes, because you know we're always bringing amazing people from across the world to you, to your audience, to your family. And today is no different. So if you're not following Swag Her, I definitely encourage you to follow us on all of the social media platforms at Swag Her. If you're looking to build your business, grow your business, reach some ideal clients, you definitely want to reach out to us, inbox us, let us know, hey, I'm ready. Hey, let me know what I need to do to get started so that we can kickstart that process for you. No more sitting on it, no more simmering. This is 2021. You're ready. I'm telling you, you're ready. You just have to take that step to say, yes, I'm ready. So my name is Tara. Again, I'm the founder of Fontenot Solutions. We are your end-to-end accounting and business operations outsourcing firm for our service-based businesses. And we definitely take pride in helping you step back away from the day-to-day and the admins of the business and actually focus on building and growing your business. So if you're not following me already, go ahead and follow me at Fontenot Solutions. I would love to connect, and I do follow back. So today we have an amazing guest on what's going on. Today we're going to talk to a industry or a segment of families, I will say. So if you know a family member, I definitely encourage you to tag them so that they can come and share and follow. We have some giveaways, some wonderful giveaways that are going to be shipped to you for free. So go ahead, I said free. So go ahead and tag, share. And today we have Miss Ashley Randolph. Miss Ashley Randolph is the founder, CEO of Glow Preemies. Glow Preemies. I think the title says a lot, so it lets you know what we're about to talk about. But Ashley, I want you to tell us kind of what kickstarted or what inspired Glow Preemies.
Yes, thank you all for having me. First and foremost, this is one of a dream of mine recently since I've heard about Swag Her magazine. So I totally agree with what she said earlier. Definitely go follow them. They are going to help you and motivate you every day. To get back to Glow Preemies, what started Glow Preemies? My 3 children. So all 3 of my children were born premature. My first was in 2010 during my senior year of college. I was going to Xavier University of Louisiana for biology pre-medicine, as well as Tulane for public health at the same time when I got my first pregnancy that ended up being a preterm birth. I ended up having to drop out of college, not having the resources that I knew was available. I was given the option of drop out of college and get food stamps because I have to now live off campus, or stay in college and figure out how you're going to get food. Now, in the meantime, nobody said anything to me about food banks, which would have been a lovely option looking back now, so I could have stayed in school. But at the time, it was, I need to provide for me and my child. So I dropped out of school, moved off campus, got food stamps. Once the preterm contractions hit, I moved back to California, where I'm from. Second child was in 2014. Same experiences, preterm contractions, severe HG with all 3, which led me to have severe nausea and vomiting every 15 minutes, literally, where I lost 30 pounds with each pregnancy, and I never gained weight for any of them. I've never had the same doctor from beginning to end with any pregnancies. My third pregnancy was in California, and with that one, I lasted to 36 weeks. Mind you, though, I had to see an ultrasound tech between 4 months to 36 weeks because my doctor let me go because she said that my severe HG was seen as a risk to her and her facility.
Oh, wow.
So you put all these 3 experiences plus a little bit more that will take too long to talk about, and you come up with this strategy of, what am I missing? I'm obviously academically educated, but what was I missing before I got pregnant that would have helped me beforehand? So I came up with, along with some great partners that I have partnered with on this program, the 3-step program under Glow Preemies. And we service now NICU families who are currently in the NICU up to the child turns 18 years old. And so this is for mom, dad, and for the baby. We provide care boxes to the family from 0 to 1, IEP reviews, tutoring, career support, mental health support. I mean, you name it, financial support, you name it, we got it. We are making sure no family goes left behind. That is where our first conference comes in. Glow Preemies Training Conference. Our conference is not just for NICU families that are currently in the NICU. It's for those NICU grads who have a 16-year-old. It's for those NICU families with a NICU grad who has an 8-year-old. Anyone who has been in the NICU or will be going to the NICU expected. They're already high-risk pregnancy, you know, this may happen. You can come. Someone who's in the NICU now, you are more than welcome to come. Everybody gets a free care box. I set aside 100 care boxes specifically for your families that are associated with Swag Her magazine. So because it's so close, if you guys can promise me that you will sign up on our website by, if you're interested, of course, by June 12th, I will make sure you have your box before the conference day. You guys got to work with me a little bit because it's so close, but I have 100 boxes to give out. We have partnered with ESPN magazine. We have Sobe, Costco, Bye Bye Baby, Bed Bath & Beyond. We have some good things to give away, you guys. So I want to give it to you. I have it. And our conference has amazing topics. We are going outside of the box because that's what we need. We know we have the resources already. We have the medical resources, but what else do we need? So our topics include career support. We have mental health, of course, it's always a hot topic. We have, now mind you, all of our speakers are African American.
Come through.
We've made sure of that. We want them to make sure that you're getting the information that you're seeking or may not even know that you're seeking, and you're getting it from someone that looks like you. That's important to me. So I treat my Glow Preemies members
and I call them members because we all one big organization. We're one big family. So we have dog training, how to introduce your family member, your new family member, to a pet that you already had, or vice versa. You already have a child at home. How do you introduce a new dog to your family in a safe way? We're covering home ownership for African Americans. You know, it's a little bit harder than other people. So we have an African American gentleman coming in and specifically talking about what we can do as African Americans to make sure we get home ownership, and then career and the mental health. And we have someone talking about educational tips. So things that you can do over the summer with your child if you want to help them catch up on reading, and tutoring tips. So, you know, this tutor, she's wonderful. If you have a child that was previously in the NICU from 5 to 18 and you're in our 3-step program, we will pay for tutoring services. And we use her organization to do that, free to read. So she's going to be there. She's kicking us off. She had a premature child herself. Her story's amazing. And she did what she had to do to make sure her micro preemie survived. And now her child is the same age as my oldest son. They're 11, be 11 this year. And they're amazing. You wouldn't even know that they were premature. And I see her mom, and her child was 24, 26 weeks, and mine was 34 weeks. So we have some weeks difference for our first child. But to see what she has done with her tutoring service and giving back to people who are NICU grads and who are going through intestinal issues or any kind of health problems, and they can't express that, and then they have to miss school, and then that becomes a behavioral problem for the child because now they're falling behind in school and they don't know how to reach out and ask for support. Well, honey, we got you covered. So our conference is bringing together outside of the box as well as educational information about RSV, which is very important because I want to educate our African American families on what RSV is, and also the flu season and how important it is to understand what RSV even means, because a lot of us know what RSV is but don't understand what it is. So we have a special way that we're introducing that to our family. So I won't give too much away, but
I love it.
we have something in store for everyone.
Well, Ashley, you have given just a full mouthful, I think, from the part of how you got started, from the part of how you've taken your personal experience, and now you are reaching back. You're reaching
Yes,
back to
ma'am.
help others. And it's not only if you are about to have a preemie and you know it, it's for those in the older ages, which is not what you commonly see. I feel like I normally see from a 0 to maybe 1 or 2, maybe to 5,
Maybe
but
a
to all the
5.
way to 18,
And nothing is mandatory. So you can come and go as you please. So if you're here 1 year and you get all the services and we have workshops and everything, and then the next year you say, you know what, Glow Preemies, we have it. We're good this year. All right, call us when you need us. 3 years down the line, dad goes outside and says, oh my gosh, my tire's flat. I can't get to work. I'm going to get fired today. What am I supposed to do? Okay, well then your wife or you call us. We will make sure that we call you a Uber and you get to work. And then we're going to figure out how we're going to get that tire fixed. So when you come home, you don't have to worry about what am I going to do now to get to work tomorrow. So we already have all that taken care of. We have transportation connections and everything. So we just really want to take the stress off of families. That's the most important. I believe that if we take the stress off of families, that they'll be able to provide better for their kids. Not that they're not already doing that, but we're just taking some of that weight off. Everybody has weight on them. So let us be that helping hand. We want to be your go-to team in case you already don't have one.
right? Oh my gosh. And a community is really important. And like you say, the stress, the mental health alone is a weight, because like you said, we got to get up, we got to do the day-to-day tasks, we have to go to work. So when these incidents occur, it just sets us from 0 to 10. And you
Yeah.
saying, we're here.
Yeah.
We're here to
Don't even stress.
Oh, wow.
Mm-mm.
So you guys, I encourage you so much. I think, Ashley, if you're just jumping in, welcome. Thank you so much for jumping in. If you missed it, Ashley has a conference coming up June 21st. If you would like to receive the care box that has been given away with amazing vendors that she named, you have until June 12th, which is 2 days from now, to get registered. And she's going to make sure you get your care box by the conference date. Okay, so if you know of any family, if this is not you, but you know of a family, you know of someone who may be going through this and they're looking for an out, they're looking for support. And like Ashley mentioned, she just didn't have that experience to where it was just right there for her. So she wants to make that difference. And just in this 5-10 minutes of what she shared, and you have shared a great deal. I feel like I'm a part of the community myself
Yeah,
already.
you are. You are.
So Ashley, again, let us know where we can go register, because I know registering is important.
Yes, ma'am. So you can register online at www.glowpremies.org. And once you go on there, you just scroll down and it'll say all the information for the conference and sign up button, and you're on your way to sign up.
So Ashley, can you take us behind the scenes? What was it for you to build Glow Premies to what it is today?
Just knowing that I had to slowly grow my support system. Um, Growing up, I was well off because my uncle, he was a multimillionaire and he lived in the Bay Area. So financially, I was okay. He took very good care of me. My parents didn't have to worry about too much for me. But then when I got to college and he helped me pay all the way up to my senior year. And then when I got pregnant, everything stopped. And so it was at that moment that it was like, okay, well, what do I do when my financial backing's gone and now I can't be on campus? And at that moment, that was my lowest point. But then as I got more to my second pregnancy, my family got a little closer. Then my third pregnancy was like, okay, Ashley, now no more kids now. We love your babies, but so I saw that it had to gradually grow. At the same time, my advocacy for myself had to grow. And so it was with knowing and seeing that, your family may not appreciate what you're doing right now, no matter what it is, good or bad. But they'll come around. You just got to give it time. So that was one lesson. And then the second lesson was if you feel like something's not right, do something about it. There's probably a reason why. And so that built advocacy in me. It built strength and resilience that I can't even imagine to explain. Um, Having no doctor from beginning to end 3 times taught me more about having a child and life experiences dealing with pregnancy and after pregnancy than I ever learned in my research in pregnancy and post pregnancy from high school to my senior year of college. And I spent a lot of money for that. So, life experiences says a lot. And academics is definitely important. I'm definitely going back to get my last 2 semesters in, and that is on my list to do. But life experiences is just as important. And so, what I just would like anyone to know is life happens, but you'll get through it. We all do.
Wow, what a way to wrap this up. Ashley, what you're doing, I definitely see the need, and I can definitely see how many families that you are going to just change their lives. I don't know about you guys, but just to know that you can pick up the phone and there's someone on the other line you can depend on, I think that alone just takes the weight off of the life in a day to day when it comes to being a parent and also being a parent of a preemie baby. So I encourage you guys to, again, share, tag of someone that you know or someone that you know know someone that they know, because guess what? This needs to be spread across the social media platforms. This needs to be spread across the world, because the conference in itself is going to give you training that you've probably been searching for. And here Ashley is giving it to you. Ashley, what is the time frame for the conference? I know it's a one day. It's going to be a virtual platform for them to get the training. And what is the time frame?
So it's from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., but I will have it open at 8 a.m. in the morning, because I believe in networking is key and you'll never know who you may meet in the chat box. So we will open at 8 to allow those families to just chime in and say hello. And if they want to say where they're from or anything, we're a big family and we're going to just enjoy each other and have a great day.
I love it. So you guys go to www.glowpremies.org. Get your tickets, get registered. Because again, if you can register within the next 2 days, you're going to get a free care box. And the care box, again, is free. Ashley's going to handle the shipping. You are just going to receive the box so that you can definitely embrace the fullness of this conference that's happening on June 21st.
Yes.
Guys, if you have any questions, comments, definitely feel free to put them in the comment box below. Ashley will get them. We'll make sure she gets them. Ashley, how can they connect with you if they want to have a chat with you or email you? How can they connect with you?
Yeah, thank you for asking. So the easiest way to get with me is on Instagram. It's NICU expert _ Ashley Randolph, or at glowpremies@gmail.com.
Awesome. Well, it's been a great time just chatting with you and just seeing all of the amazing things that you're doing, Ashley. Thank you for being here. I look forward to seeing the future of all of the amazing things I know that are happening behind the scenes. I look forward to seeing more of you.
Thank you. I look forward to talking to you. I love your background and your lipstick. You're beautiful today.
Thank you. You are too. You have an amazing
Thank you.
and I will talk to you again.
Are we here to win? Or
Moving on to an absolutely fantastic day for Cleveland Cavaliers star J.R. Smith. Not only did they win a playoff game against the Boston Celtics.
One away from the finals.
But something way more important than that, he finally got to take his baby girl home from the hospital. And we couldn't be more happy for J.R.
Yeah, this was a medical miracle. J.R. and his wife Shirley's daughter, Coda, was born 5 months premature. Honestly, there weren't many medical experts out there who thought there was any chance that she was going to be. Look how small. Nobody thought she had a chance to survive, and she obviously did. She pulled through. She kept fighting, and yesterday he got to take his daughter home.
And you know what? It's something that, you know, most parents do. All parents really do, is bring their kid home, and it's kind of an expected thing. It's kind of
that's a big thing no matter what.
Yeah, it's a big thing no matter what. But in this situation right here, with this couple having been through so much and have shared this with everyone, I'm really relieved, overjoyed, and happy to see that their family is finally complete together at their home. It's just an amazing.
While Coda was in the hospital, JR and his wife have talked about how tough this was, how difficult. They really struggled. They were constantly by her side. And to look at them walk out with her yesterday, and just to see how things have really changed for JR. Like, you know, there was a time when he was thought of as a knucklehead and a bad guy and a guy who would always screw up. No, totally different. He's got his family. They're on the verge of going to the NBA Finals once more, and it's really good to be there.
Rooting for JR, rooting for Shirley, rooting for Coda. It's really an amazing, inspiring story, and that she grows and that everything is awesome.
Could not be happier.
It's amazing.
If you like what you just saw, videos, great stories, and crazy photos, we've got more like it every
champions.
For J.R. Smith, life was good. His first NBA title, a sweet family, and then this past September, on his birthday, the best news of all from his wife, Shirley.
How did you surprise him and tell him that you were pregnant? I asked the waiter to put the pregnancy test on the tray and then surprised me like it was like dessert. Because you was about to hit the floor.
Man, I mean, I told her I want as many kids as she'll give me.
But when Shirley was barely 5 months along, the unthinkable happened.
I was in pain. Like every 15 minutes, I was getting what I didn't know at the time were contractions. And I'm like, I think something's wrong.
What did they tell you when you get to the hospital?
She was like, I'm sorry, sweetheart, this baby's gonna come. I said, what? When? How?
They were scared. I was scared for them. What do you usually tell expectant moms? What's the number of weeks of pregnancy they need to hit? It used to be 24 weeks. When they first came in, Shirley was at 21 weeks. And that is truly where we would have really difficult discussions about how aggressive we are in a resuscitation of a baby.
They was asking us if they wanted to, if she wasn't breathing, if they wanted.
Do you want us to resuscitate her? And because of her because she's so small, they didn't want to hurt her. And
we was like, do what you got to do to save her life, period.
They did. On January 2nd, 2017, Dakota Ida Smith was born. She wasn't even 1 pound, correct?
I could literally hold her in one hand. Probably she wouldn't even get to hear.
Most baby dolls are bigger than her at that point, which is crazy. And their skin is not even skin yet, it's more gel.
I remember the joy getting out of that delivery room because there were concerns and worries that we would never leave and they wouldn't have a baby to take out of the delivery room. Out of the delivery room, but not out of trouble.
She had a feeding tube that went down her mouth. She was also intubated, so it just went alongside that tube. Shirley wasn't able to hold her for the first month. She just wasn't stable enough. Sometimes we couldn't even clasp the diapers closed because she was just so fragile. You just have to lay it underneath and open.
So this is a diaper.
And that was too big at one point. That was too big at one point.
What do you think when you look at this?
Man, that she made it.
was tough because
for a long time, she wasn't out of the woods. So it was like every day, it was times that I know he wanted to break down and just cry and punch a wall, but he didn't. And that allowed me to draw strength from him every day.
my wife needs me, my daughter needs me. Nothing is more important at this point in my life. When you see your child go through something. Like most of my life, I've been able to be in control of everything. And something like that, you have no control. And it's your child, and you would obviously do anything for her. And it hurt.
What's it like shopping on Carvana? It's a car buying process that lets you shop tens of thousands.
The Cavaliers are NBA champions.
For J.R. Smith, life was good. His first NBA title, a sweet family, and then this past September, on his birthday, the best news of all from his wife, Shirley.
How did you surprise him and tell him that you were pregnant? I asked the waiter to put the pregnancy test on the tray and then surprised me like it was like dessert because you was about to hit the floor.
Man, I mean, I told her I want as many kids as she'll give me.
But when Shirley was barely 5 months along, the unthinkable happened.
I was in pain. Like every 15 minutes, I was getting what I didn't know at the time were contractions. Look how little her finger was, CJ. Holding on her father's finger. Yeah, so imagine like that. Yeah. Hi, my name is Shirley Smith, and I am a mother of 4. I have 4 girls, 2 11-year-olds, Peyton and Demi. I have a 3-year-old, Dakota, and I have a 2-year-old, Denver. My Coda Bear nonprofit organization, 501c3, stands in the gap for families that are in need. We service communities. We send out packages and boxes to those who are in need. If you think about it, when a woman has a premature baby, a lot of times she misses her baby shower. So a lot of times she cannot get all of those items and those necessities. That's why my Coda Bear is here. I just want to be of encouragement and of hope. This is what God has brought me to be of service to families and to people in different communities. When I had Dakota 3 years ago in Ohio, when I was rushed to the hospital by my mother-in-law, I thought I was just having stomach pains because for me mentally, there's no way I can be having contractions and I just reached half term of my pregnancy. But I get there and they told me the unknown, that I was getting ready to have her, to call my husband and get prepared for what was next. Let me just say that everyone in the hospital kind of, to a degree, made me feel a little alienated because they have never delivered a baby that young that actually survived. So as you can imagine, the array of emotions that we went through, the amount of emotions and heartache and pain that transpire within 24 hours is it's unreal. It's unreal. And I reason with you parents. I stand in the gap for you parents because I know wholeheartedly what that feels like, what it smells like, what it looks like. Say, hola. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I know my story is still being written. I have little babies that are growing up. I have an 11-year-old who is filling herself out internally, externally, questions going on in her mind. And it all ties into together. It all ties in together. And I'm okay with my story still being written, because at the end of the day, all will be well in the end. And if things are not well, then it's not the end. So I want my story to keep growing and transpiring and inspiring and helping, and just, yeah, I'm with it for the long haul. I'm with it.
that P Dirty. Y'all know what the fuck going on.
Free
Woo woo, 421 type shit. Take money, F&B.
This for any nigga that ever looked at me wrong. Money. Say any jealous shit about me, B. I can't believe it. We want all the smoke. Oh, I can't believe it. I'm talking about tell nigga catch lung cancer. Free dank. Ooh, I can't believe it. I can't believe my fucking dog gone. I pluck my ashes, pour out liquor by his headstone. Just had a talk with God, he told me that you made it home. Got so much shit running through my mind while I'm headed home. You 150 like I'm headed to the crossroads. Ain't nobody feel my pain and only Lord knows. It ain't no secrets you can keep permanent scar shows. It ain't no secrets you can keep permanent scar shows. So you gon' fail if you ever think about robbing me. His heart been broke, he must be high. I swear he gotta be. I ain't got no static, but some shit just be a shock to me. A night in about 3 niggas robbing it, they poppin' me. Spin a bit into a drive-by, all I need is someone driving me. Take money, F&B, obviously. Oh my God, I put that on Jesus now. They selling lies, but I told myself don't believe in them. Make my youngest come and stretch it out. Who needs a gym? I took way too many losses. I'm due for a win. We break laws, we break hearts, we break promises. Looking for the opposite. Bitch, I'm James Bond. To me, you do in a balloon and I pop shit. Emotionally, permanently. Look at me, I'm scarred, bitch. Up it on them and whoever. That's how I draw it, bitch. I wouldn't bring a knife to a gunfight. I'll bring a sword, shit. I love my niggas, no question asked. They say they love me too. I can't say no names, but shout out to you. Been about that gunplay you told, well, I'ma pop mine. Catch you ever at the red light on that stop sign. Man, fuck, bro. That's what, brother. Wow. I can't believe my fucking dog gone. I can't believe my fucking dog gone. I pluck my ashes, pour out liquor by his headstone. Just had a talk with God, he told me that you made it home. Got so much shit running through my mind while I'm headed home. You 150 like I'm headed to the crossroads. Ain't nobody feel my pain and only Lord knows. It ain't no secrets you can keep permanent scar shows. It ain't no secrets you can keep permanent scar shows. Riding till the wheels fall off, man, I still can't believe them niggas killed my dog. Riding till the wheels fall off, even when my nigga died, bitch, it's still my dog. Raised by the killers, surrounded by the hustlers. Mama never left, daddy was a buster. Choppers in the bushes, partners on the corner, baby on the way. Before I was a grown up, never getting sleep, paranoid and insomnia. Hard as a rock, before I was a stoner. I used to sell rocks, I started off with weed. Pounds turn to bells, bricks turn to keys. House full of G's, with some thin thieves. Cold-blooded rider, that mean I never freeze. I smell pussy from a distance like loud crickets. Streets not for everyone, but niggas don't listen. The fake get exposed while the real get mentioned. Talking about them birds, books, and a couple chickens. I bought my bitch a new spot, all I need is a kitchen. I remember when I didn't have a wife to kiss. I can't believe my fucking dog gone. I pluck my ashes, pour out liquor by his headstone. Just had a talk with God, he told me that you made it home. Got so much shit running through my mind while I'm headed home. Doing 150 like I'm headed to the crossroads. Can't nobody feel my pain and only Lord knows. It ain't no secrets you can keep permanent scar shows. It ain't no secrets you can keep permanent scar shows. Like fender benders, midnight we eat chicken dinners. Can't run with them chicken tenders. When pain on these instrumentals, my niggas for life. Like football team, we got fundamentals. Don't mind where I'm at, I'm in a zone. Excuse my mental adult with this rap, but I don't live in a kennel. You can't be slow with that scrap. You better pick up your tempo. You better watch or you dap. Niggas a snake, you is simple. Like 16 balls is a rap. Cut and pop it like pimples. Better tell them walk it how you talking in the street. These niggas talking. Put a price up on your head and send your body to the auction. Can't be fucking with these goonies when these niggas out just starving. Niggas are down their blood like the daddy did Marvin. Me, I just want that bag so I could jump up in the foreign. They box you up in the streets. The main event ain't talking sparring. And no, I ain't telling jokes. Ain't trying to be like Oprah Marlin. When niggas talk too much, that's when niggas kill your jaw. The vision is pivot. I'm trying to spit how I saw it. Downtown, I'm repping my city. Like in the band, we be marching. Nigga can show you no pity. You better reload your cartridge. My niggas told me to get it, so I'ma get it and dog it like a rock waller. And my mission with music is give it that hot lava. Man, down, you better duck when them shots fire. Let me put that metal around your neck like a top scholar. But you ain't no top scholar. Shout out to my top scholar. I can't believe my fucking dog gone. I pluck my ashes, pour out liquor by his headstone. Just had a talk with God, he told me that you you made it home. Got so much shit running through my mind while I'm headed home.
Doing 150 like I'm headed to the crossroads. Can't nobody feel my pain, and only Lord knows. It ain't no secrets you can keep permanent scar shows. It ain't no secrets you can keep permanent scar shows.